All right, guys, welcome to Scratch. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Run in the Freaking Show. Mr. Run, how are you doing?
I'm doing so good, man. I'm happy to see you be happy. It brings me lots of joy.
I'm so happy, man. But I've been watching these videos, and every time I hear the word bell, the bell shows up. So I'm going to challenge you on this episode because I love that bell sound.
Bell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we get going, Ryan, I want to give a shout out. We have a local paper here in Greensboro, North Carolina called Yes Weekly.
Okay.
And every year they have the Triad's Best. This is like a 100-mile radius thing. And all the voters vote on it. And the listeners of Writing in the Freeman Show, I think, have helped me out. But
yes,
they voted. It's like the top everything. The top LGBT, the top Mexican, the top Asian place, the best bartender, the best this, the best that.
Wow.
But they've also got the best club party DJ. Now, I was in
snap.
I was in that segment, and I want to show right here.
Dude.
Right here.
Look at that.
Right
That's
here.
you right there. That's
Can you
so
read
cool.
it? Is it clear?
Yeah, kind of, but I get it. I get the gist. It's amazing, dude.
That is number one. The Triad's Best club and party DJ is DJ Freeman, which is me. So thank you guys,
dude,
so much.
Congratulations, man.
Yes. How about a bell?
Ding.
Bell. That's it. So I do want to thank everybody that listens to this show that voted for me. I've DJ'd for a lot of you guys also. A lot of you guys see my online content. But to be number one in this 100-mile radius in my city, the number one DJ, thank you guys so much. I do want to talk with you, Rotten, about hobbies. I've got kids. You've got kids. We grew up kind of adventurous. We like traveling and things like that. But I bought, I like hobby things. I like mastering things. I like going down paths. Like growing up, there would be like a hacky sack and things like that. That I would love to master. Me and my friends, we'd buy a hacky. We'd always have it in our pocket. It would entertain us. But, we would go rappelling. We would do traveling. Now I like to take cruises. We go to Disney a lot. But recently, I bought a thing called a kendama. So a kendama it's an old Japanese game. And it's for stress relief. It's for entertainment. And you've got this, it's beechwood.
Stress relief.
But this is beechwood. This is beechwood. And this is kind of hand painted with this sticky paint. And it's on a string. There's a hole in it right here. And the object is to let the string down, and you kind of throw the ball up, and you catch it. Or you might catch it here on the spike. You might catch it on the bottom side.
Is it magnetic?
It's not magnetic at all. It's all wood.
Wow.
And but a kendama, there's a lot of DJs that have kendamas that they designed. And this brand here, Sweets, which it seems to be the main brand for kendamas right here, Sweets Kendamas. It's like the Apple of kendamas. It's like and on Amazon, if you scan this code right here, there's a barcode right there. If it'll get clear enough to where you guys can scan it right there.
Yeah, I can scan it there.
It'll take you to the Sweets Kendama site, but they're $18. If you get the signature celebrity kind that they've designed, they're about $44. But a basic kendama is $18. And since I've bought it, I've been, you master catching it here. Catching it here. Then you throw it up, and you catch it here, and try to do combinations of things. But if you look online, there's people, that are flinging it on the string. Like I said, you can use this as your handle and fling this around, but then they'll spin this around like a gun. Yeah, like spinning around their fingers and stuff. But when you look online, people have mastered this thing, which I'm nowhere near like that. But I like mastering things like this. It's kind of like a little hippie toy.
Okay.
But this thing has been so much entertainment over the last week. I got it a week ago. And the only complaint that I have is that we all fight over it. My kids want to play with it. I want to play with it. So we got to get more kendamas here for the house. So, I wanted to get a green one. Freeman Mommy kind of liked this color. So this is the color that we went with. But they have all kinds of, some eyeballs. Some of them are just wood color.
So tell me more about the stress relieving thing. So you said that doing that will help relieve your stress. How does that work?
So if you're having wife problems, if you're having husband problems, if you're
Dude,
having
you need a
financial
disclaimer.
problems,
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
are, if you're having problems at work with coworkers or whatever, you get this thing out and you play with it, and you just forget about the rules of life. You forget about
Okay.
the troubles that you have, and it truly frees your mind while you're playing with this. And it's very stressful when you first learn. The first time I got it out, it took me 20 times just to get it balanced. I like going in stores when it comes to
Okay.
hobbies. And Freeman Mommy sometimes she gets really aggravated with me, but like there's a place when we go to the beach. They have a kite shop there, right? And you go in the kite shop and they've got like
Okay.
aerobies and they've got all these things that you can throw in the yard, or it'll have like rockets that you step on. It'll shoot a rocket up because you step on a little air pack. But it's got all these
Okay.
little doodad things. Like I bought this Waboba ball that you throw in water and it skips.
Okay.
I like little like yo-yos and things like that. Hacky sack. I like
Yeah.
little doodad things like that. And I'll go in the kite shop and I'll just buy some of the dumbest things ever. But the things that I buy get so many hours of play from my family. It's nuts. But the kendama right here is something that we bought over the last week. And like I said, I learned about it by watching DJs do it, in between sets that, they're in the backstage playing with their kendama. But it's something that is, it's been out for, I think, hundreds of years, but it's something that's kind of getting hype right now. But I highly suggest this kendama. And I spent a lot of time on it. But what are some hobbies that you like, Rod? What are some things that you like? Like me, I like hacky sacking. I like the kendama now. I like
hacky sack is fun.
Kite.
Let's see, what kind of hobbies do I like to ride my new bicycle. I'm going to do that a lot this summer. Maybe not a whole lot.
To ride my bike.
Bicycle.
I do like to ride my bicycle. It's too hot now. Don't even get me started on the heat in Texas right now. But I've had a lot of hobbies, dude. Growing up from a young age, I was a Boy Scout. So I did Boy Scouts. I learned a lot of things inside the Boy Scouts.
Right.
Especially Pinewood Derbies was one of my biggest joy fulfilling moments in my life. I love Pinewood Derby. I'm trying to get them to do it. I love the
Pinewood Derby. Yeah. And you put the little
maybe one day we'll do that.
I've done the Pinewood Derby one time, but
yeah,
the one that we did, it wasn't just the cars rolling. They put CO2 cartridges in the back, and they had a machine that would poke a hole in it. So it was like a jet car that would shoot down the track like lightning speed. Every car that done it broke because it went so fast. But the Pinewood Derby, dude, is so creative and so much fun. I have not thought about the Pinewood Derby in a long time, dude. The Boy Scouts. Man, I remember Pinewood doing it in the Boy Scouts.
But at some point, between a very young age and my adult age, I started writing poems and stuff. My mom got me hooked on, if I had a dream, I would wake up and write it down really quick. And so I've got a whole bunch of dreams written down somewhere. That book is somewhere. And they're fantastic. These dreams they actually happened to me. So they're kind of stupid, but they were great to do. But it taught me the art of writing. And so I like to tell stories and write stories. And I published 2 books on Amazon. They're called Frequency Alpha and Frequency Sigma, and I'm working on Frequency Omega, but I haven't got there yet. But I do love to write about horror, and I love to write about just people working together and doing stuff. And the books are fun. So the books led me to the podcast, Zombie Life Podcast, which was kind of a big deal in my life for several years. And then that moved into Zombie Life TV for 3 seasons on, cable TV. And then, I've done a lot of stuff in between. Camping is a big thing for the family. We like to travel, love music and love art. And now I'm doing Right on the Freeman Show, man. Pretty full plate of happiness right there.
Yeah. And for the people listening that are not familiar with your book, this book series that you wrote is like, I wish I had a copy of it here, but it's literally like hundreds of pages of, it's straight up legit writing, like Harry Potter style books. And it's like an accomplishment, and I kind of met you through the zombie industry.
Yeah.
And, people would send me books and it'd be like, a 50-page book, or just little snippet books that they would sell. But yours is like a thick novel
It's a big old
trilogy,
book.
and you haven't only done one. You got the second one. You're working on the third one now.
Yeah.
But it's Frequency Alpha and Frequency Sigma.
Sigma. And then Frequency
And then
Omega is the last one.
Omega is going to be the last one. Yeah, and dude, like I said, we met through the zombie industry, but you made me the lead evil in your story.
I did.
Uzza is my name, and
Yeah.
Sean Freeman. I'm a welder in Greensboro, North Carolina, but it's based on a guy named Sean Freeman, a welder out of North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, that ended up taking over the world and pretty much killing everybody, dude.
It's dope.
It is.
What better person to kill everyone off than you?
But the whole zombie thing, Zombie Life TV. I talked about the DJ thing at the beginning that I'm doing, but you in your town, you're in the Austin area of Texas. Your Zombie Life TV show has done well there too, right?
Yeah, it's still on TV. They still play it. They still play it on YouTube. I don't know if it's on Austin Public Access anymore. It might be, but we did. For all the people that ever followed Alex Jones. So Alex Jones is like a horrible person, but he was in the same studio that we were in. So we got the studio that he had, and we did a lot of stuff in there, man. It was a lot. It was number one. Today, it's the second most watched, viewed, and downloaded show in Austin history, as far as I know, what I was told. And that's a little badge of honor for me, because there's so many people that got on board and did this show, and you can still find it. Just go to YouTube and look up Zombie Life TV. It's not G-rated. I'll say that up front.
Yeah.
But it's an experience that people in Austin needed at that time, and the cast and crew of that show are amazing. I think I kind of pissed some people off towards the end, but it was very difficult to organize and orchestrate all that. There was like a ton of people to come on, and we broke fire code all the time. And it was just a big deal. Red Rum, he literally single-handedly led the show to success. And so it was more than a hobby to me. It was more like a lifestyle. And all of it now is taking a backseat to Rod and the Freeman Show, because it's just, I'm having so much fun doing the YouTube thing now. It's kind of interesting and fun.
It is, and we're learning as we go with Riverside and things like that. Leave in the comments some hobbies that you guys like. Like I said, I grew up playing hacky sack. I like playing drums. We used to go rappelling. I like traveling. I do ZombieCast over at zombiecast.net, which has become, started off like a radio show like this, and then we ended up on G4 TV's radio network out of Los Angeles, the creators from those guys on All Games Radio. And we're affiliated with the Zombie Research Society now. And Matt Moak from AMC's The Talking Dead is kind of one of our hosts over there.
So cool.
Kind of took us in, and really, Zombie Research Society had the zombie panel at San Diego Comic-Con. So we all had tickets to go there, and I wasn't able to get off work, but the other host went there and hung out with Max Brooks and Matt Moak and got to go out to dinner and done the royal thing.
So cool.
But I think in the zombie industry, you, Rotten, and me, myself, have actually moved some stones for the zombie industry, dude. So it's nice that we met over that. And we're going to get into some zombie stuff when Rotten and the Freeman Show carries on. But, we had George A. Romero's last interview was held on my radio show. So there's a lot of things to be proud of in the hobbies that we do. I'm very proud of you and Zombie Life TV, dude. I looked up to you so much whenever I got into the zombie world. And I remember you responded to something sometime way back 10 years ago, and it blew my mind. I was like, man, Eddie freaking Rotten just responded to me, dude, and I was starstruck. And now here I am doing Rotten and the Freeman Show with you, man. I'm so honored and humble to be with you. But guys, that's it for this episode of Rotten and the Freeman Show. Mr. Rotten, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter at Eddie Rotten, and find me at Rotten Freeman. And it's very important. Please like and subscribe. What we're trying to do is shameless. We're trying to get our subscribers up, because it's good for my ego. I don't know why.
It's good for our ego. We're trying to get the subs up. So leave comments. So let us know in the comments some of the hobbies that you like, some of the hobbies maybe something new like the kendama, like I'm just now discovering. But what are some things that you grow up doing? Hacky sack, kite, aerobic, yo-yo. What were some things that you like in the little knick-knack shelf whenever you go to a craft store? And like
exclude all video games.
But one thing that I've always wanted to buy that I've never bought myself right, and every time I see it, Freeman Mommy's like, "No, you're not getting that. Yeah, you're not getting that." Is the Ryobi the shape like a triangle? It's a triangle Ryobi, but it's a boomerang. Have you ever seen those?
No.
The Ryobi is no, I said Ryobi. The Ryobi, the Ryobi's like the orange rain. It's got the world records for the longest flying thing.
Okay,
yeah,
right? I know what you're talking about.
It almost looks like a reflector, but they have ones that are like bright yellow, but it's a triangle, and there's blue ones and there's orange ones, but it's a boomerang aerobi that, and maybe you can find a picture of it and show what it looks like at the bottom. But you can find me everywhere, guys. I'm Freeman Daddy 5 on Instagram, on Twitter. And then go to TikTok. It's Sean Freeman, SHAWN, Sean Freeman 47.
Yeah.
Which I post over there a lot. Please go follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to build up my TikToker stuff. I don't dance or nothing, but I post a lot of pictures.
Not yet.
And a lot of love. Not yet. But I may be dancing if I get my subs up. But spread the word of Writing in the Freeman Show. Leave comments in the bottom. And give us a thumbs up and click that bell. Whenever, and you'll know it's But on behalf of me and Mr. Rutt, thank you for listening and watching.
Love you guys.
Writing in the Freeman Show.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back.
Always orange glow. Good night. Right.